Stadium, home of the Pitt Panthers. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the California Golden Bears, taking on a fellow ACC opponent, the Pittsburgh Panthers. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Pitt lined up for the opening kickoff. He'll bring it out. It's Walker. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. So the Cal Golden Bears offense will be first on the attack. And David, their quarterback hasn't always blown you away statistically, but he is a guy that the coaches trust.
Yeah, and he'll show you some flashes of why you should trust him, Reese. But here's the thing. This is not a guy that we're saying, go win me the football game. That's not where he's at right now in his career. Jesse, he's a guy that needs the others, that they got to help him out. They got to play on schedule, not make those mistakes, and guys really play well around.
Yeah, David, the one thing quarterbacks don't want to be referred to as is a game manager, but that's really more what this guy is. You're right. They have to be able to run the football. They can't turn it over. They got to play great defense. If they do that in this game, he's good enough to get this win.
They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. And the throw out to the sideline. Good for a few. He'll be run out of bounds, but there is a flag on the play. So the offense gets an auto. First down after the roughing the passer penalty. Going with the ground game left. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the DB making a huge play, knocking it away downfield. The Golden Bears will punt it away on 4th down. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Gets the first one of the day off and hoping he's not as busy as he was in that loss last week when he kicked it 4 times. So Pittsburgh's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. It'll be interesting to see what they do today.
He's past the 30. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force-feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
And the Panthers come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Looking to throw, it's Sparks. Got his man. There he goes. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 and the 38, and these guys are on the move. This Pitt offense has been clicking on this drive. They'll try the run. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. After the 9-yard pickup on 1st down, here's 2nd and 1. Running back searching for a hole. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
Man, I love when offenses are not afraid to run the football consecutive times in a row or multiple times in a row. I know everybody wants to air it out, but, man, getting that ground game established, making those linebackers and safeties come up and know that we're going to run the football, I like the way they started this football game.
He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business. 1st and goal. The Panthers come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking downfield on 1st down. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
Just like to see the quarterback have a clock going off in his head, forcing him to get rid of that football. Can't take a sack on 1st down in goal-to-go situation and move your offense backwards.
Now facing 2nd and long after the defense came up with that sack. Dumps it to the back. Grabbed in the middle. It's gone. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You got to be aggressive, and you got to make tackles.
Quickly complete. Touchdown, Pittsburgh! A great catch and run for 6. They just took the air out of that thing. That might be an understatement. They took the ball away and just wore down, just grinded away at that defense.
And took a lot of time off the clock in the process as well. I'm impressed with the physicality up front of this offense, because that's where it all starts. If you're going to march the ball down the field like they just did, you've got to be dominating in the trenches, and they are doing that in this game right now.
He'll bring it out. It's Walker. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. Finding themselves down 7-0. They'd love to get a drive going here. They'll give it to the back. Jukes his way for more. They stop him just a link or two short of the 1st, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. And the Golden Bears come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. They'll go with a direct snap. Breaks the tackle. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. The give. Turning it on. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the 1st quarter. How about these two running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the 1st quarter stats. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. Looking for a crease to the left. Plows through the defense. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
The Golden Bears are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. It'll be a run on 3rd and short. He did not make it. A stone wall on 3rd down. They bring the punter onto the field now. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Now on the return. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. And what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Panthers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Back to throw, it's Sparks. Got his man quickly. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. The sweet feet buy a little time. Making a little bit of progress there. He gets it to the 40 before getting out of bounds.
Man, this defense has their hands full today because not only do they have to worry about the running backs and not only do they have to worry about the passing game, they've got to worry about this quarterback running the football because of plays like that. Not a huge explosive play, but he showed you the athleticism and he showed you he has the ability to hurt you with his...
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
Looking for the end zone. He's got it. They will score. Touchdown, Pitt.
And listen, find your matchups you like, and you can see you got your speedster out wide. You like the matchup. He sees it, puts some air underneath that thing, and he outruns the DB. He's got no shot. Runs underneath it, and then walks his way into the end zone for 6.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, back to your game in a moment, but first we have to show you how the script is being written here. Arkansas State is currently up big right now in a game they'll be talking about in Jonesboro for some time. They're up 14 over Louisiana Tech. Just another week of football in the Sun Belt, guys, where we've come to expect the unexpected.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Quarterback running on the draw. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Oh, they're after him. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. Fakes to grab. He stopped at the 23 and still a ways to go to pick up the 1st down. And the Golden Bears will line up to punt it away. Let's see what he can do with it. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute it.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
They'll go right back to him. At the 35, he's loose. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
Finds the tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see him develop in the middle. And you could tell they had keys on the tight end. He wasn't going anywhere after he caught that football.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Here's a heat. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. And that is no good. Missed the field goal, but still a 2-touchdown lead at 14.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Quickly complete. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. The Golden Bears come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Quarterback looking for just a crack on the sneak. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. Looking to throw on first down. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
And this offense, man, they're going to have to figure something out. And this is already getting out of hand, but they're going to have to protect their quarterback. They're going to have to start throwing the football and having some success, because right now, they got a bagel up on the scoreboard.
They'll run play action. Got it in the middle, it's Card. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Listen, nice completion, short game. Now you get to third down. Third down's more manageable. But guess what? If I don't get it on third down, I still got that fourth down in my pocket. Nowadays, analytics, we're going for it anyways.
They'll move the wide receiver. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. Floating away. Crosses the 35. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. And the Golden Bears send out the punt unit. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. A bit frustrating to miss that short field goal the last time they had it, but this time around, see if they can redeem themselves. Just over 20 seconds to play before halftime. They'll have it 1st and 10. Fires it incomplete.
It seemed like there may have been a miscommunication there between the QB and receiver, just not on the same page.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Here's the pressure. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. He unleashes a long one. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left. Pitt will have to boot this one away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Just enough time for one final play in this half. The DBs will back off a bit. Wants to go up top on first down. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Fellas, you've been calling a first-rate game so far today in Pittsburgh.
The Golden Bears will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. Probably needed to pick up an extra block or two, but as it is, he'll be stopped at the 28. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. They go to work in the third quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah, and you have the lead, you're positive, but the offensive line coach is definitely going to be upset. And the offensive coordinator, listen, I don't want my guy getting touched. He's being productive, but give him some more time here in the second half.
I think you can do that, too, offensively, by maybe leaving your tight end in to help block, maybe chipping with running backs to help these tackles out on the edge, because you're right, that pocket has been shaky, and if it continues to be that way in the second half, this could be a much different looking football game.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Sparks. Release to the back. Got it in the middle, it's gone. Ball is loose. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. They knocked him down after the takeaway. Play for this defense. The coach wants the officials to have another look at the monitor using a timeout here. Thinks the call is going to end up going his way. Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. Pittsburgh going to work with a fresh set of downs. Here's the handoff. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
The Panthers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a... Breaks into the open. Tripped up for the tackle. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. He's got him. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
From the 17-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. They're working that left side. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Scanning the field, it's Sparks. He caught it. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to...
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Panthers! They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. To the air on 1st down. Got him downfield. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And it's an incomplete pass over the middle.
Man, this is an unbelievable start for this defender in this game, guy. That's already his 2nd PD in this game. Playing with his eyes, he's breaking on the ball. You just can't start a game any better.
And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming. Boy, guys, they got off to a great start with that big first play on this drive, but now a couple of incompletions leaves them in a hole. On third down, he drops to throw. Gets it out quickly. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. And the Golden Bears are on the move. Wants to throw on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Carr. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
The defense was on to something there. They were sensing screen might be coming up. D-line did a great job staying home, getting close to the running back and tackling him for no gain.
Reads it, fires complete. Carrying the ball with attitude down to the 42.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Setting up the screen. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. Lots of good stuff on that play. You slow down the rush, you get a completion, and you move the chains.
And most importantly, you're right. You don't force a short yardage situation that you have to get. Nice job. Invite that rush up the field. Take advantage of the aggressiveness of the defense. Make the catch, make the run, get the first down.
Yeah, and I think you've just seen how the quarterback has so much confidence in this guy catching the ball too, right? Receivers aren't open, tight ends aren't open. He knows he can find him running out of the backfield, or if he lines up at wide receiver, this dude can get open, and he can make positive things happen after he has the ball.
All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
You run the slant route day one, and this is something that the quarterback and the wide receiver has done 100 million times out there on the field in the offseason. I see man-to-man coverage. I know I can run the slant. Boom, stick my foot in the ground, throw it, completion to my wide.
Just plowing ahead. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a first and goal.
Well, it's a great job by the quarterback there, understanding you're being blitzed. You know you're not going to be able to hold on to it very long, so find the back. Get it into his hands quickly. Let him go pick up the first.
Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Pittsburgh has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Starting off this quarter, close enough to smell the goal line. A first down run in the red zone. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. And the D deny them on second and goal. Tries again to get it in. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Looking for room, it's gone. And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front. Didn't get much on first down, it's 2nd and 9. Might as well stick with him. Past the first down marker and still running. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
Quick handoff. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. Now on 2nd down. The give to the back. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. And
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Great job by the defense there. They weren't surprised by that play call there on 3rd and short. They were expecting pass. They took everything away and forced the incompletion.
They booted away. He'll call for the fair catch and make it at the 14, and they'll be backed up to start this drive. Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front 7 on defense, it's going to be tough.
Slips a tackle. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to find another play.
Hey, man, it's nice to have a guy that can do that, a quarterback that can extend plays. You don't get the loss, right? Like, he was sacked. He was dead to rights, but he breaks out of it and then doesn't turn a bad play into a catastrophe. Just throws the football away and lives.
What a complete disaster. What a terrible decision to run that far backwards and take the safety.
Man, that stings because this offense needed every single possession they had left. Now down by 2 possessions, and you're kicking the football off. That was a play that kind of just ended this one. This offense had to put points up, and instead they give up the big safety.
The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together here.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
Just a short pass to the tight end. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. And the Panthers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield, it's Sparks. Takes a hit as he fires. This will be picked off, maybe just the turning point they needed.
That's one of the only ways you were getting back in this game. You had to force a turnover. You still got to score twice at least to get back in this ball game to try to win it. Great stop. Now it's the offense's turn. I need to score and score quickly.
The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some first downs.
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. The Golden Bears moving quickly to the line. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it, but you got to give the defense credit. They watched the film. They've been mixing up their looks defensively, trying to confuse this quarterback, and again, on that last deep shot, it falls incomplete.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's 4th down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up 2nd and short. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The Panthers in a good spot here with 2nd and short.
Here we go.
Gonna run it. It's gone. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. To the air, it's Sparks. Fires toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
What a play by the defender there, guys. In his own end zone, the offense has taken a shot, and if that defender was just one step behind, that would have been a touchdown. But the hit forces the incompletion.
Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Gets it out fast. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down. Pittsburgh has a really nice drive going. Looking to throw on 1st down. Caught over the middle. It's Thomas. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. Pittsburgh will come to the line with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few first downs, and get a W.
And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
Yeah, and that's exactly what you're looking for from a defense. You're expecting runs, 2nd and goal. Got to find a way. You can't give an inch. This part of the field, this yard marker right here, you've got to be physical. Nice job by the defense winning that 2nd down.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on 3rd down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. 4th down, baby.
Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. Splits the uprights. Good. And now the lead is extended a little further. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Cal gets it back, the sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. And they haven't got the outing they had hoped for from this junior quarterback. And I think it's fair to say that the corner and the rest of his buddies on defense have won this battle, keeping this quarterback in check, David.
They have. They've definitely won the battle. And you wanted to see more in this matchup. And I tell you what, this QB, we know he's got ability. And listen, I know that's a great corner out wide, but I wish he'd have made a little bit more of the simple plays and moved this offense a little bit. Been a bad day, man.
And the Golden Bears come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. That's caught. It's Napier. Found a little bit of room there to get it up to the 30 before going out of bounds.
Hey, you know, the defense here in this situation with a huge lead, they've got to anticipate that this offense is going to be trying to throw the ball to the sideline, so they've got to work different coverages to try to force the quarterback to go over the middle of the field with the football.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. And they'll spike the ball to try to save as much time as they can.
No gain on the play.
It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback and this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook.
Lofts one high and deep. Can't complete the long throw, and the defense gets off the field on 4th down.
Well, at this point of the game, in the second half, down 3 possessions, you're not punting anymore, right? Every 4th down you're going to be going for, regardless of where you are on the field. The problem is, defense knows it too, so they're going to play call accordingly. That time, they had a better play call on.
He'll take a shot. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Winning can become a habit. Now they've won back-to-back games and probably building a little confidence from that.
And you want it to be a habit. That's what you talk about as a coach week after week. Let's build. Let's create momentum and continue to build on it. And then you look up at the end of the season, you never know where you could be, what dreams you could bring to reality.
At the end of the day, I think good teams find ways to win games. And over these last 2 games, it hasn't always been easy. They've had to overcome some adversity, but at the end of the day,